All right, all right. Once again, guys, my name is Tim Trahan. I'm your co-host on on tonight's call. I'll tell you my story real briefly. Once I'm brought back to the line, but what I want to do right now is introduce a gentleman that has just been doing some fantastic things inside and outside the industry of network marketing. This gentleman is a doctor that specializes in natural healing. So definitely want to hear what he has to say. But I tell you, it's a few things about this gentleman that a lot of people don't know. On top of this gentleman being able to generate some fantastic income inside and outside the industry of network marketing, this gentleman loves to have fun. I mean, this gentleman is just absolutely a fun-loving guy. He loves helping people. He has a heart of gold. But what I love about this gentleman the most is he's 100% down to earth. So without further ado, I want to present to some and introduce to others Dr. Franco Taylor. Dr. Franco, the call is yours, sir.
Thank you, King Trahan. My name is Dr. Franco Taylor, and as I like to say, being a country boy, it's a plum-pleasing pleasure to be on the line with this SANKI Global Connect presentation. I'd like to thank God for being there with me actually in 2 days, I'll be 70 years young. So I thank God for that. My wife, Linda, and my children supporting me through this 40-year travel and being a naturopath, working with people in all natural ways of being well. To all my SANKI partners, and I hear a lot of voices out there that are just powerful, powerful people. And it just makes me tingle inside to know that I've got those kind of people as partners. So, and one of my new partners, Queen Anita Hatcher, good to hear you on the line, my dear sister. And I'd like to thank all of you other partners out there, and even some of the folks that are just looking for the first time. Listen, listen, listen. Put down your preconceived ideas down at the door of investigation and just listen, listen, listen. And you will hear some things that will help you to see that you're in the right place at the right time. And for my co-host, powerful, powerful, powerful brother, King Tim Trahan, ex-pro football player, football coach. He'll tell you the rest. MLM mogul. He'll tell you the rest when he gets on. But a powerful man, my partner. We've saddled up, and it's just a plum-pleasing pleasure to be with you, my brother. And again, thank you all for coming to this particular session, this particular Connect presentation. SANKI. We're at a company and involved with a company by the name of SANKI. And if you're looking at the screen, the name SANKI has a meaning. The SAN, the S-A-N, stands for respect or honor, and the key, other countries, it's called chi, literally means inner spirit, inner soul, the inner force, the intelligent force within you. And I like to liken that to Luke 17:21 in the Bible that says that the kingdom of God is within you. In other words, God has placed his kingdom within us. Now, for those of you who wonder sometimes what that really means, well, think about this. What kingdom did he put in us? Well, that intelligent force is actually called DNA, deoxyribonucleic acid. It's a long word, but it's simply the cellular structure. It's the brain of the body system. It determines what the eye color is going to be, what the body shape, how tall, your skin color. All of these things are literally determined by the DNA. And it does something else. It also helps to determine how your immune system will function, all right? It even deals with cell reproduction. The cells reproduce. It helps with repair. It helps with growth and stamina. So all of this is that intelligent force inside of you. So SANKI has teamed up, and for the first time in my 40 years of working as a naturopathic doctor, I finally have found a company that literally understands and deals with the health as I deal with it, knowing that we cannot heal. Doctors can't heal. Naturopaths can't heal. God says in Exodus 15:26, if you'll diligently hearken to my word, my commands, and keep all my statutes, I'll put none of the diseases upon you that I placed upon the Egyptians, for I am the Lord that healeth thee. So God does the healing. How does he do it? He does it with that intelligent force that he's placed in us. And I thank God that SANKI has linked up with that intelligent force. They're not saying that they've got a product that'll heal the heart or heal the eyes or heal the cancer. they say they're working with God's body to help it do what it knows how to do. Thank God for that. And again, so if God did this, though, if he put all of this inside of our bodies, then why, the next line is, why do we need SANKI? Okay, why SANKI? Why now? Well, it's simply because 12.5 million children are obese between the ages of 2 and 19. 1.46 billion adults are obese. Obesity is becoming the #1 disease quickly. It's #3 now, but it's becoming #1 because it sets us up for cancer and all these other things. All that excess adipotitious, all that excess morbid waste and putrid material in our bodies, it sets up a breeding ground for disease and bacteria and even cancer and AIDS cells. So obesity has taken us out, folks. We need to look at that. But this, all of this puts a $147 billion medical burden on the United States, if you're listening to me. And they've said that this is the first time in history that parents will actually outlive their children. They'll bury their children. That's something, folks. Now, why SANKI? Why now? Well, one of the reasons is simply because if you're looking at a business, as those of you on the line are, and some of you are already in, what do you look for in a business? If you're going to invest in it, if you're going to become a part of it, if you're going to work with it, partner with it, what do you look for? We look for a company. You look at its background. What is its mantra? What are their aims and goals? You look at its leaders. Do they have integrity? Are they trustworthy? Do they have a history? You look at the products. Do they work? Are they the truth, the real truth? Are they unique? Or are they just another product that's out there under a new name with a new label? And then you want to know about the compensation plan. Will I be paid? Will the little guy get paid? That's important. Those are the 4 things we look at. Those are the 4 things I looked at before coming to SANKI, and they were all answered positively. Again, we see here the original founders here. You've got Gert and Enzi Muller and Alejandro Teo. They were successful MLM marketers and businessmen. Many businesses had done well, but they weren't really making a profit. And they joined with Dr. Behi Idias on the right there, who was the scientific director of SANKI Mayor, a company that had done over 40 years of research and development in the nano and the biotechnology industry. Nano simply meaning that particles were broken down into such small, minuscule amounts that they could pass through the blood-brain barrier and get into the system at the microcellular level and begin to assist the body in firing, making ATP or energy down at that minute level, which came all the way back up to the top in the form of energy and homeostasis for the body. And their biotechnology had to do with the fact that they've got equipment, and especially the one they will be using, you'll see more of it soon, which is the micro scanner, which is almost like an electron microscope that you can actually hold in your hand. And without invading the individual, not having to prick them to take blood, you can actually show their blood circulating through their fingernail and show them what it looks like, what it ought to look like. You can give them some of our products, especially our Balage, our #1 product, and within 20 to 30 minutes, you will see the blood literally restoring, recovering, repairing itself. So SANKI Global, you had these wonderful men with the marketing technology, and you had this powerful man who was a part of a team of scientists. They came together, and we got what we now call SANKI Global, and their mantra was to reverse, recover, and restore. Now we're looking at leaders. So we've got a powerful product with a powerful beginning. Leaders, Helen Delahousse Clay, Queen Dr. Helen Delahousse Clay, the chief, she's the International Chief Sales Director and Marketing Director, and she's a co-partner with SANKI Global 2020. She's a best-selling author, just a few of the things, lifestyle coach over men and women, $1 million producer in multi-level marketing. She has actually produced 33 families. She's helped 33 families to become first-time millionaires, and these were people of color, folks. So for those of you on the line who wonder, what about me? Well, we've got a Helen Delahousse Clay leading us out. I actually call her fearless leader. And then there's Mr. Jose Arvida, the CEO and partner of this company, who is partnered with our dear Sister Helen Delahousse Clay. He literally is an internationally acclaimed lecturer, international speaker, successfully owned 11 businesses or more. He's a business coach, and I like to think of what I found out about him. He's an excellent salsa dancer. He was teaching me the salsa several weeks ago down in South Beach, Florida, and it was just wonderful to know that our leaders are real people, real leaders. That's real, folks, and that's important. Makes me happy to be in a company like SANKI. Now, next we want to look at the fact that all total, we have leadership with over 300 years of success in companies like Dubai, Colombia, France, even in Mexico, and now moving into the United States. We have the opportunity. SANKI Global has become SANKI Global 2020 and led out by Queen Dr. Helen Delahousse and by Dr. Avita. We have an opportunity here in the United States to take this product to the world. Right place, right time. Next, we want to look at the vision of legacy. They like to deal in terms of 100 years. Why? Because that's important. Again, the company is 40 years in development as far as research of the products. Together with the marketers, it's now 10 years. So that's 50 years already, halfway into being a 100-year-old company. In Mexico, in Japan, I'm sorry, there are over 70,000 companies that are over 100 years. One is almost 3,000 years old, and another about 800 years old. So if you're listening to me, you're hearing that this company believes and stands on the Japanese culture background that longevity is very, very important. Next, we'll look at the products, because products are very, very important. The SANKI Fit system, the top product, the number 1 product is Balaj. And I'll just say that it contains a patented product called Orazad. And it is a blend of super oxidants that penetrate the cell wall. Are you listening to me? They actually go inside the cell wall. They don't just sit inside the bloodstream, and when you go to the bathroom, you have all this rich yellow urine. No. They actually penetrate the cell wall and detoxify trillions of mitochondria. And mitochondria is a big word, but it's simply the building blocks of energy, those tiny little cells inside the cell itself that build energy, ATP, give us energy at the cellular, microcellular level, actually, that comes up to the top and helps the body to reverse, repair, recover, and actually start your blood to circulate. Most of us, our problem is that the blood is not circulating like it should be. Leviticus 17:11 tells us that the life of the flesh is in the blood. So once again, we've got a company that's they're just right on top of it. They're biblically based, actually, because they link with the body to help the body begin to recover, restore, and repair, even at the microcellular level, helping the blood to circulate. If the blood circulates well, you have good life. If it doesn't circulate well, you have poor life. You're tired, diabetes, and all these things begin to creep into the body. That's the Balaj. The second part of the flagship products is Cronua, and it has a patented proprietary blend called Auxilia, and it was designed to help with dangerous metabolic syndrome, which means the body is not digesting food. You're getting lots of morbid, putrid material building up in the system, which stops the system cold. It clogs up the arteries, the veins. It clogs up the stomach. It clogs up the colon, bones, the joints. Everything gets clogged up, and the body starts going down, spiraling downhill. But again, it helps with this dangerous metabolic syndrome. It actually stops fats and sugars from entering into the blood at night when we're sleeping. It helps the body, again, to convert excess calories into immediate energy. That's Cronua, powerful product in combination. And again, reverse, recover, restore is what all these products are about. The next product, if you'll just look over to the third to the right, you see Inner 7. Inner 7 is a blend of metabolites and biominerals that are found deep in the seawater. Again, we're talking about 321 meters deep. They've gone down to get this living seawater with the living anemone and other types of waterborne animals that literally they're plant-based and they live 1,000 years because they make their own antioxidants and minerals and so forth. And this is what we're after in this product, Inter7. It has abundant minerals that are needed in the human cell. It is a macro mineral that the body requires in large amounts, the magnesium that's in there. And the lack of this and other minerals leads to migraines, kidney stones, high blood pressure, diabetes, and a myriad of other diseases. But the abundance of it helps to balance our pH, helps to build our immune system, and helps us with digestion and elimination. And Hasaki, this fourth product, is a nutritional meal drink, actually, not a meal replacement, but a meal drink, formulated after years and years of investigation and development. Its patented product is Bovia, a revolutionary formula which contains over 596 different metabolites, which is the end game of metabolism. Those metabolites literally get into the body and help the body to do what it needs to do from the cell level, actually from the microcellular level. They originate from the cacao bean. These metabolites are bioactive molecules which increase the diversity of the intestinal flora. In other words, they make your gut work. That's where your immune system, most of your immune system is inside of the colon. And when that friendly bacteria is there, it fights off bad bacteria, folks, and keeps your body at homeostasis or balance. And again, this microbiota actually increases the absorption of the proteins that we get. This helps with brain function, hormonal. If you all hold on just 1 second, I'm going to take a drink of water. Everybody out there on the line, you all look like you're thirsty. Excuse me 1 second. Don't y'all feel better? Okay. It's a little late in the evening. I think we all deserve a little laugh. But again, this product actually helps with brain improvement, hormonal functions better, energy is built up, and we get circulation at the microcellular level. Those are our products, and they're designed to reverse, recover, and restore. You can look up more of that online. You can go and look at all the, I just gave you a little overview, but it's so much more about the power of these products. Again, they believe in 100 years, if we could look at the next slide, on the next slide, we see aging secrets revealed. What is aging secrets? What's going on? We're talking about in Japan, people living to be 100 years, 110 years old, and even more. There's 70,000 centenarians in Japan. But this is the thing I really wanted to talk about. Are you familiar with the word rickshaw? Well, a rickshaw actually is just like a little buggy with handles on it. And Japanese men, mostly, some women too, sometimes in their 70s, 80s, and older, will pull these rickshaws all through the little towns and villages with 1 or 2 fat, obese American tourists, okay, sitting in it. They'll do this all day long. Some of them weigh no more than 80, 90 pounds, 100 pounds. And they'll carry 300-pound people around all day long. And they're the Uber, what do you call them? Ubers and Lyfts of Japan. But think about it. These are elderly people with all that energy. Why? What is the aging secret that they have? Well, I say it is because they participate in what I call the GLAD diet. And I'm almost done, folks, but the GLAD diet, that means God's life activating diet. The fruits, nuts, grains, and vegetables that God gave man in the beginning that was supposed to keep him alive forever. We go back to that, then we will literally begin to heal. Now, this original diet is what SANKI has linked into, folks. Are you listening to me? They literally have given us these products that go in at the microcellular level and literally feed those cells so that those cells can fire. Those spark plugs can begin to fire again, which kicks our engine back into life. It tells the brain to send out melatonin to put us to sleep, endorphins to help with pain. We need it. Are y'all listening to me? Whatever the body needs, SANKI has created a system that will work with the body so that God's body will basically heal itself. But the other reason for not having this longevity is because we in America and a few other countries have what is called the SAD diet, S-A-D, which simply means standard American diet. Just a little laugh for you this afternoon. GLAD, God's Life Activating Diet, SAD, standard American diet. Testimonies. We see all these testimonies, and I just like to give you a quick two, and I'm almost out the door. Had an individual come in to see me, and they set up a consultation to come back 3 days later. I gave them a 3-day supply, a sample of our product. I gave them the Inner 7, the Belage, and the Crenew. They went home. The next day they called me and said, Dr. Franco, I have a question. I've had wax in my ear for 3 years. I haven't been able to hear that well. Is this stuff supposed to open up ears and remove wax? And I say, well, if that's what happens, yes, that's what it's supposed to. I don't know if you're all listening to me. It actually helped the individual's ear. They said they woke up that morning and the ear went and they were able to hear again. And then there was an individual who had a problem with their toe. The toe was aching constantly, and the doctor told them that there was a possibility that if it kept going that route, the toe might have to be amputated. And after 2 days, the toe stopped hurting. It began to get to the point where they could walk better, and now they can put the shoes on that they were wearing before. I don't know if y'all hear me, but that's what this product does. Now, I'm going to get ready to give this back to my dear brother, Mr. TRAHAN, and thank you all for an opportunity. You're in the right place, right time. Get with the person that invited you to this call, and he's going to tell you the same thing. You've got it going on, folks, and we'll laugh all the way to the bank as we're able to help all of our family, friends, and people that we come in contact with. It's been a plum pleasing pleasure. God bless. Take it over, Mr. TRAHAN.
Absolutely. Thank you, sir. And once again, fantastic job of explaining exactly what our products do, guys. And if you guys didn't understand it, let me put it real simple. We're talking about bioavailability. Our products are able to do the things that it's supposed to do, hold on to the things that it's supposed to hold on to, and get rid of the things that we need to get rid of. That is just absolutely fantastic. When you're talking about a system and a product system that literally helps thousands of people live a higher quality of life. So once again, sir, I definitely thank you for everything that you said this evening. And like always, I always get something new every time that I hear you actually present. So, hey guys, once again, my name is Tim TRAHAN. I've been in the industry now for a little over 20 years, and I've been blessed to do some really good things in the industry, help a lot of people make a lot of money. I was actually introduced to the industry by my next door neighbor, who was an executive for Federal Express. I watched his lifestyle change right in front of me. He was already a 6-figure plus year guy, but I watched this gentleman start to stay home in the middle of the day, and I wondered what he was doing. And he introduced me to something called leveraged income as opposed to linear income. At the time, I was an engineer for Nextel Communications. I was doing pretty well, almost at 6 figures, 20 plus years ago. And I really was intrigued about this leverage income thing. What does that mean? So he took me to a hotel briefing where I saw a gentleman about 30 years old. I was maybe 28, 29 at the time. And that gentleman back then, almost 20 years, well, 20 plus years ago, was doing about $30,000 a month. And I was just very intrigued. Like, wow, I thought only professional athletes and entertainers made that type of money. I jumped in with that company, guys, and it just was fantastic. My first month with that company did about $800. At that point, I knew it was real. By 3 months in, I was at about $3,000. 6 months in, I matched my full-time income on my job. And at about a year, I had done a little bit or close to $100,000. So at that point, guys, at 29 years of age, I was blessed to be able to retire from corporate America. I ran with that company for about 6.5 years. And after about 6.5 years and almost $1 million later, it was just fantastic, guys. I was just like, oh my God, this is unreal. So that's my story. That's my testimony of where I come from and why I'm with this company. And I tell you, the reason why I partner here is that one thing, 100-year vision. When you look at any company, guys, you want to know what the vision of the company is. How far does the company see itself? Where is the company going? And I challenge you to find another company out there that has a vision where the first phase, guys, listen to me here. The first phase is 100 years as a company. Like Dr. Franco Taylor said, we're already 50 years into that first part of the vision. So just a little secret, guys, we're not going anywhere. I only know one other company that had a vision, something to that nature. They're still around, and that's the company that Dexter Yeager started with many years ago, a company called Amway. But other than Amway, I don't know another company out there that had a 100-year vision. So that's why I partnered, okay? So guys, let me tell you exactly what it is that we have going on here, all right? We have 12 ways that we can actually earn here. And what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna share some things with you. I'm not gonna go through each individual way in detail, but I will share the pertinent points so you can get the point of exactly what we're doing. If you look here, you see kind of a stair-stepping system. I like to call that our stairway to success, where the first way that you earn is earning from your customers. That's step one. All right, that's what we all do. This is a customer-driven company. This company is formulated to actually do more things for the customer than it does for the distributor. So when you talk about a company that's customer-centered, that is a great situation, guys. The reason why Walmart is who they are because they're customer-centered, okay? So that's what our company has done. We're customer-centered, okay? So you can earn from your customers. Step number two is earn from your team and your customers. Okay, so now as you start to build a team, that team starts to grow. You're going to earn from your team and your customer base. All right. Step number three is earn from your network and their clients. So now we're building a team, we're building customers. So not only are we earning from our team, we're earning from our customers, and we're earning from the network that we're actually building through Sankey Global. So that's the third step. And then the fourth step here is earn from your leadership in the organization. And we have leadership bonuses, and I'll share some of those things with you as well. So as we continue to build and grow our company, guys, we have something called the star bonus structure. Okay, and our star bonus structure, it just simply means we're showing people how to become what we like to call rising stars. All right, and if you look to the left, you can read through that there about the 12 different ways we actually get paid. And the person that invited you on the line, they can go into detail with you on each one of those steps if you so choose. But I'm going to focus on our rising star system. Remember when I said our company is what's called customer driven? We have a customer driven philosophy. Okay, our system is derived by simply introducing 3 customers and partnering with 2 people that we like to call business partners or success partners. All right, you do that, you create what's called a rising star. All right, and in that rising star system, guys, whenever somebody actually enrolls with us, you're going to earn anywhere from 10 to 40% there. Okay, and then you're going to earn 90% of that business partner's points. So for instance, if you have a business partner that chooses a sponsorship pack that produces 100 points, you're gonna make $90, 90% there. If they choose one that produces 200 points, that is 180. If it's 400 points, 360. So a real simple system. So if you look to the right there where it says business pack points, this particular example here is based on our highest pack, which produces 400 points, and I'll share with you the cost of each one of those packs. But this pack produces 400 points, okay? So you're gonna make $100 on the customer online profits. You're gonna earn free products because every time you have 3 customers that actually spends money with you via your online store, if you will, and their product order averages up to 150 points, you're gonna earn free product there. So that's $130 worth of free product. And then the first order bonus, like I said, this particular pack is 400 points, 360 on the left, 360 on the right. That's an additional $720 there. Then our star bonus, which is an additional $320. Cycle bonus of $40, which is a grand total of $1,310. So when you do that, guys, every time you create a rising star, that is anywhere from a $500 to a $1,310 profit. I don't know many companies that actually have a compensation plan that can rival what it is that we're doing. I think we have the best compensation plan in the market, and I know you probably heard other people say that, but I challenge you to find one that's more competitive. Okay. All right. If we look at the next slide here, it's going to talk a little about the first order bonus. Okay. It says you receive 90% of the points from the initial kit of the direct person that's coming into the business, and 10% from your indirects. So that means anytime a person gets started with you personally, you're gonna make 90% there. And then for anybody that you've introduced, they get started from them, you're gonna earn another 10% there, okay? So that's what I just talked to you guys about. And if you look at the star structure there, one is based on 100 points, another one is based on 200 points, and it's just showing you exactly what it is that our company is doing as far as paying profits, man. And I just tell you guys, when I saw this, I was flat out excited. I said, man, it just continues to get gooder and gooder. I know that's bad English, but I ask you guys, would you like to say, I am smart or I is rich? I would like to say I is rich. It doesn't matter what my vernacular says. It's all about the type of money that we make, the amount of people that we help, because that's reciprocity, guys. The more people you help, you know, the more that you're continue to be blessed. All right. So if we look at the next slide here, it kind of shows what our structure looks like. Our company has devised a 4-leg structure for one reason and one reason alone, guys. We know and understand that in this this type of business, sometimes we have people that decide that they don't want to build anymore, which is okay. By us building a 4-leg structure, we don't have to worry about losing, you know, anywhere from 50, 75 to 100% of our income if a person decides that they no longer want to participate. It's okay, guys. It's easier to replace 25% of your business as opposed to 50, 75, or 100. So that's why our company has put together a 4-leg structure. And basically what this slide shows you is, as a bronze in this company, you're gonna earn anywhere from $1,000 to $3,000 residually on a monthly basis. And all that takes is one direct distributor per leg, with each one of those distributors having 3 customers. And then once we move along through that compensation plan and go from bronze to silver to gold to platinum and then to diamond, at diamond, you're going to earn anywhere from $6,000 to $10,000 a month residually, and that's a small team of 100 distributors, and with each one of those distributors having 3 customers each. And then one of our pinnacle positions is ambassador. We like to call that what's called the other side of money. I don't know if you guys know anybody who makes anywhere from $50,000 to $100,000 a month or above on a monthly basis consistently, but here that's being done, and that's, you know, that's not a huge team. We're talking about 1,500 distributors per leg with 3 customers each. That's a total of about 6,000 distributors, and this company is going to pay you $1.2 million on the minimum with 6,000 people on your team. Now, I know some companies that I've personally been involved with, built some large organizations, one of which was about 52,000 people in that particular company, and at 52,000 people, nowhere near $50,000 to $100,000 a month. So when I tell you this is a lucrative compensation plan that's going to definitely pay you for your efforts, this is it. You're definitely in the right place at the right time. Okay. Now, if you look at the next slide, this is just some incentives that the company puts in place as well. Okay. Create a living legacy. I love that. It says we don't brag on lifestyle, we live it, because, you know, a lot of companies have folks that are out there taking pictures in rented cars, sitting in front of somebody else's house, pretending like they're living this miraculous lifestyle. Guys, we don't do that. We're just going to show you how to make the money, show you how to do the right things with the money, and then continue to help you help others. Okay, so as a bronze, we're talking about an additional $1,000 a month residually, silver $2,000, gold $3,500. But where it starts to really happen is at that platinum position, where we're talking about $4,000 a month residually. At that point, we're going to actually purchase a car for you, or lease one. I should say, I don't want to say purchase, lease a car for you. We're going to take care of that down payment as well as pay that car note. That's a car, that's a Mercedes-Benz C-Class 300 or a BMW 3 or 4 series or anything equivalent. You don't have to get a Mercedes-Benz or a BMW. It's just most people choose to do so. All right, you can go out and get a Saab, a Audi, a Volkswagen Jetta, you know, a Nissan, a Toyota. It's your choice, but we're going to pay that lease on that. As a diamond, we're talking about a trip to Paris. That's 6,000 residually. Double diamond, going to Japan. That's where our labs and everything are, where everything is being formulated. So you're actually going to be able to see the scientists at work creating the SANKI system. That is just absolutely fantastic. I'm looking forward to going to Japan in January here coming up. Then we have the triple diamond position. That's 25,000 and an upgrade to that vehicle. So we're going to take care of that down payment on that lease, as well as take care of that car note. Okay, and then as an ambassador. That's $50,000 there, and a trip to Dubai. That's a lifestyle trip. Everybody wants to go to Dubai. I don't know one person that's out there that say they don't want to go to Dubai. Everybody that I talk to wants to go to Dubai. And then our pinnacle position here is the Crown Ambassador. That's the top of the top. That is the tip of the iceberg, if you will. That is our premier position. There you get his and her Rolex watches, $100,000 on top of everything else that we said here. But the most important part of this particular slide is, and it doesn't show it, but we have a 9% profit sharing pool. So what the company does is it takes 9% of the global sales and it divides it among the leadership positions. So that's leadership positions are from bronze all the way up to the Crown Ambassador. And guess what, guys? If you're at Crown Ambassador, that means you have a participation in each one of the positions below Crown Ambassador. So that means you have a participation at Crown Ambassador, Ambassador, triple diamond, double diamond, diamond, platinum, gold, silver, and then bronze. So the higher you actually go within our compensation structure or our leadership structure, the more participations you get in that 9% pool. That is just absolutely fantastic. I don't know of many companies that are willing to share the profits among leadership, unless you're actually a co-owner within that company. This is just super fantastic. When I tell you this is one of the most unbelievable things that I've ever seen, it is just that. All right. Now, if you look at our packages here, we have different packages ranging from our $244 package to our $1,044 package. So you get to pick and choose what your price point is, guys. A lot of companies just have one price point and they don't give you an option. You either spend $1,000 or you don't get involved. Well, here we're saying, you know, get in where you fit in. Do what fits your budget, okay? If it's at $244, then great. If it's at $544, that's great. And if it's at $1,044, that's great as well. So, and that there is no difference in you know, qualifications for each one of these packages. It's not like if you choose 1,044, you're able to start at a higher position. No, each one of these positions are what they are. And guess what, guys? You pick and choose what you need on hand personally for your personal business, guys. Okay. So that is just absolutely fantastic. And then we have our 10-year anniversary coming in Mexico City. So you guys definitely don't want to miss that. But we also have that's going away very shortly for folks that just, you know, they might not have the $245. We have a $99 option that was put in place for the survivors of Hurricane Dorian in the Bahamas. That's specifically put in place for them, but we've opened that to the U.S. market as well. But at $99, you don't get a chance to take advantage of the entire compensation plan. The person that invited you on can actually explain that to you. But that $99 price point is actually going away very shortly. It says until December 31st. So you have a couple of weeks there to take advantage of that if that's you. So guys, with that being said, let me say a couple of things and then we're going to get closed out here. I believe in awesome opportunities. I was on a call yesterday with the owner of the company and we just talked about it and it just made so much sense. The thing is this, guys, when you're talking about being in the right place at the right time, you couldn't have picked a better place. We're a 50-year-old ground floor basement, actually underground opportunity here in the U.S. 10 years in the market in Mexico. I believe it's either 3 or 7 years in the market in Colombia, but we're just getting started here in the U.S. We're still in pre-launch. We haven't even gone through our launch yet. Okay, so when we're talking about positioning, you couldn't be at a better place. And let me tell you something about opportunities, guys. They don't go away. They just pass you by. Okay, it's going to go on to the next person. And a mentor of mine told me this a long, long time ago, and it makes absolutely sense. An opportunity is only an opportunity if you seize the opportunity. So seize the opportunity. So I'll say this, and then I'll let us go, guys. Listen, I read a book several years ago, and it talked to some of the richest people in the history of the world, the Carnegies, the Vanderbilts, the Rockefellers, you know, and they asked those folks some pertinent questions. And one of the questions was, you know, what is the difference between you guys being ultra wealthy, legacy income, and being able to just pass this on to your families, what I like to call the other side of money, and folks that never seem to actually amass the riches or even get to a point where they can live financially comfortable. And the question that was the question was answered by all of them in a similar way. They said wealthy people do one thing that unwealthy people don't. They say wealthy people make a decision quickly and they're very hard to change their mind. So they make that decision and it's virtually impossible to change their mind, because once they see an opportunity, they grab a hold to it and they make it work. They do whatever it takes because they see the opportunity in it. But people that aren't wealthy or never really seem to amass that type of income are the exact opposite. They're slow to make a decision, and then they're very easily to change their mind. That means people easily talk them out of what it is that they've done. Okay, so with that being said, guys, 3 types of people that look at what it is that we're doing. The first type of person says, man, the products look absolutely fantastic. Definitely want to support your business by taking advantage of the products, and they're going to be a customer for you. So if you're that person and you're going to support, the person that invited you on their business as a customer, try our products out, I'd like to say congratulations, thank you, and hopefully we can change your mind and invite you to lock arms with us as well. The second type of person says, you know what? I have some questions. I love what the products are doing and it looks fantastic, but as far as the business opportunity is concerned, I have some questions. And if that's you, definitely get your questions answered by the person that invited you on the line. Don't go and ask somebody that has no understanding of what it is that we do, what their opinion is, because guess what, guys? If you buy their opinions, you buy their lifestyle. And if they're not living the type of lifestyle that you want to lead, why are we even caring about what their opinion is? And then the third type of person says this, you know what? When you show me the science behind the products, and then you show me that unbelievable compensation plan and what this company is actually doing for folks that are getting healthy and at the same time building an unbelievable income, I'm all in. So if that's you, welcome to the team, guys. So what I want to say is SANKI Global. Reverse, recover, restore. That's what we're all about. Thank you for a brief moment of your evening, guys. Take care, take charge, and I'll see you guys on the next one. Bye-bye.